International.
Demolishing entire cities. Destroying innocent lives. It's nature's most destructive force caught on tape. These are the world's deadliest earthquakes. Tonight, an ancient cathedral crashes to the ground, trapping its helpless victims inside. Plus, a terrified man runs for his life when the earth explodes with devastating force.
Go, come on!
And, exclusive from Turkey, a 12-year-old girl struggles to survive when a high-rise building collapses on top of her. Get ready to experience the terror of the worst earthquakes known to man. And discover the shocking truth where the biggest one of all could strike next. There's no way to stop them.
Everybody stay calm.
And no way to escape. The world's deadliest earthquakes.
ABC.
August 17th, 1999. At 3:01 in the morning, a magnitude 7.4 earthquake strikes Turkey. Citizens and rescuers frantically search for survivors. Daylight reveals destruction of unimaginable proportions. Multi-story apartment buildings are leveled. Entire neighborhoods are turned to rubble, and an oil refinery burns out of control. 500,000 people are left homeless. As each hour passes, the death toll rises. 35,000 people are missing, but many victims may still be alive, buried in tombs of concrete and steel. Within 48 hours, Doug Copp of the American Rescue Team International has packed his gear and is heading for Turkey.
I'm telling you, yes, there are going to be people that will survive. Yes, we will be rescued.
But before Doug can board his plane from New York to Istanbul, a Turkish man named Ali Sancatutan approaches him, pleading for help.
Can help him, his family? Yes.
While in the United States on business, Ali has learned that his family's apartment building has collapsed.
There is nobody to help, you know. Yes. His 3 kids and wife.
Doug and Ali head for Turkey with hopes of finding his family and other survivors. After a long, agonizing flight, they arrive, only to learn the tragic news. Ali's family is gone. All over Turkey, there are thousands more like Ali, grieving over the loss of their loved ones.
Right now, my guts are ripped out. But if I got to go bust ass for 3 days or without sleep or whatever I got to do, I'll do whatever I got to do.
Doug's first priority is to hire a helicopter to survey the destruction.
We're zeroing in on saving the most lives. That's a good one. Lots of live people in that.
It's been more than 60 hours since the devastating earthquake. Still, Doug is optimistic.
There are people alive inside of those buildings. The ones that were easy to get at have already been gotten to. The ones that are alive now are trapped in areas that are harder to get to and will take much longer to get to.
On the ground, Doug discovers that some buildings are so damaged, there are no survivors. He also receives valuable information from other rescuers.
Did they hear something? Did he hear something?
No.
They didn't hear anything. How far away is the building?
Buradan nerede? 2 kilometre. 2 kilometre. It's between 1 and 2 kilometers from here.
Okay.
Then, Doug gets the break he's been waiting for. Muffled screams have been heard from the rubble of a nearby apartment building.
People can live in this, you know, maybe with a broken leg or something for days.
Doug coordinates the dangerous search through the crumbling slabs of concrete. As night falls, the rescue work continues.
What's happening is that someone's heard a noise inside on the floors below. We're going to see if we can get towards that noise and check and see if it's someone live. So let's go in here.
All night, they dig through the unstable wreckage and listen with sensitive microphones for signs of life.
I hear something.
It has now been 72 hours since the devastating quake. Sadly, tonight no survivors are found. With a new day comes new hope. Refusing to give up, Doug continues searching the same collapsed building.
Just get this being passed out of here.
A French rescue team working at the site has found a survivor.
Is it over there? The live person? There? Okay. Let's go. Here. Don't pull in the person's arms and legs.
It's the voice that they've been searching for. It belongs to a 12-year-old girl named Tuba Altoon. Rescuers protect her eyes with safety goggles. Incredibly, Tuba has been buried alive for 3.5 days.
The whole side of the building, 9 stories high, was ready to slide down across her head. We're going to be able to get her.
Carefully, Doug and his team begin the painstaking process of removing the rubble piece by piece.
And I was told possibly by the doctor she had a broken back, and her neck she had a lot of pain, and her arm was broken. Considering all of that, I didn't want her to be paralyzed. I had to be so gentle with her. Once we put that block in there, then this will all be stable.
Baba! Baba!
Tuba's father watches anxiously as the rescuers struggle to free his daughter.
My God, if you can only imagine the situation she was in. She couldn't move a quarter of an inch. She was totally packed in, and she was surrounded, totally encased, with 6 different things that would kill her in half a second. And she was as cool as could be.
Tuba never gives up hope. She eagerly drinks water to fend off deadly dehydration.
Tell her we're going to have her out real soon. I had my hand inside, and she took her little hand and put it in my hand, and I looked in her eyes, and I smiled, and I said, okay? And she said, okay. Yes, yes. Yes. Okay, Tuba.
After 84 hours of captivity, the hard work of Doug and his team finally pays off, and Tuba is pulled free.
Okay. It was such a rush. I mean, you know, my heart was soaring right to the top of the sky. Let's go get another one, huh? Let's go get another one.
The next day, Doug and a Turkish translator visit Tuba in a nearby hospital.
How are you?
I'm very good. You're a very brave, special girl.
Teşekkürler. Ben çok mutluyum.
She's also very happy.
Ve sizi çok seviyorum.
She loves you a lot.
Let me give her a kiss.
Ben sizi
She wants to kiss you.
Sometimes in life, there's moments, and those moments are special. And there were some special moments then.
After 3 days, Tuba is released from the hospital. Doctors say she will make a full recovery. Her rescue is not only a miracle, but a symbol of hope for a country that has lost nearly 16,000 daughters, sons, mothers, and fathers.
Next up,